Well, people, isn't this wonderful? Watching this Euros, just it's watching football without corruption. I'm really enjoying it, people. I'm telling you, like, never thought I watch international football in this way anymore, but it keeps on pulling me back in. Keeps on pulling me back in. So let's bring in one of the regulars. One of the best people that I know, and one of my favorite people on YouTube. Me, him and Anton, we always do chat shows, and it's always entertaining. So yeah, let me bring him in. Let me bring him in. Yeah, of course, of course. It's Uncle Roz, of course. Who else can it be? Yes.
You're too kind, my friend. You're too kind.
No, mate. No, no. It's the truth, man. It's the truth, mate. Real football, Real knows real, innit? Real footballers, man. That's what we
Yeah,
are,
man.
mate.
How you been anyway?
Uh, like I've had a hectic day at work. One of the
Right.
worst days at work, but I said we was gonna do this in it. Was it yesterday or the day before? And
Yeah.
I just want to keep my promise and make it consistent with this stuff. Because you know what we do, Uncle, we're really good at it, man. We really enjoy
Well,
it, and it's brilliant, man. It's never boring. I mean, only thing like that. We never write out. I think sometimes we go overtime just because we're chatting.
mm.
About great stuff. That we love. You know what I mean? And this is real passion. There's no fake. There's nothing like that. You know
Oh
what I mean?
no, no,
So
no.
and when I'm with you guys, I listen. I always come back home. We even discussed about UFT the other day, and like we should start doing that. Talk about our other teams other than just one team all the time.
Mm.
Make it more entertaining. Make it more reachable to other fans as well. You know what I mean, Uncle?
Yeah,
And
facts, facts. I'm off for it.
the more things we could do like that, the more it'll be better for us. You know what I mean? Because I want to hear other fans' opinions. If you know what I mean, Uncle. So yeah.
Mm, mm.
But how you been, man? How's everything with you?
It's been okay. Do you know what I mean? So I've
Mm.
been like last night. I just couldn't sleep last night. It's just too hot and clammy. I
Yeah.
must have like got all of an hour's sleep. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but I had to get up to go down to this place to do this course. But the part that they're doing today, I've already done it already, so I didn't
Yeah.
have to stay, thank God. But I've got to go in tomorrow. But it's been all right. My little brother, come up today, and we was just chilling and cracking jokes and all that as usual and stuff. So yeah, it's been not a bad day actually. You know what I mean? And the weather's been nice as well. The weather's been
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, so
It's
it's
not.
been
It's not
great.
too hot. It's not too cold sometimes as well. And I like it
Yeah,
like that. To be fair,
yeah,
Unks. You know what I mean? And
definitely.
it is what it is, isn't it? You
Yeah,
just,
definitely.
I mean, we complain when it's not here. I mean, and now it's here.
Yeah,
It's even
that's
better.
what
If
I
you
was
know what I mean?
saying. Another thing as well is like, you got to give thanks, and you got to give thanks for the weather, lovely weather. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because what you tend to notice, and then when the weather's nice like this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You do you do see some nice women. I ain't gonna lie about that. Do you know what I mean? Right? But like, generally at the end of the day, everybody's got a smile on their face. Do you
Oh,
know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got a
No
smile
doubt
on
about
their
that,
face,
Unks.
and it
Yeah.
makes you feel good. I mean, when you go out and you see people smiling, much less than being, miserable because of the weather.
Yeah.
A lot of people got to realize that the weather determines people's behavior, social behavior, let's say, social behavior.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was really good to see in the last couple of days with the good weather, people smiling, and I'm looking happy. I'm being happy.
Yeah, Unks. Like I know there's not much actions happening around. Obviously, we're here for the Euros, but I want to talk about our football clubs because it is LRFC at the end of the day. What do you think of it? It's like the way we're like, obviously the manager's been announced, and we're still like waiting around. We're talking about players here and there, and but nothing's happening. Are you still confident something is gonna happen, or what do you think?
Yeah, to be fair, we've seen this dance before, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've seen this dance before where where they've got us hyped up over certain players and end up buying nobody, or another case scenario, get us hyped up about players and that and how much money
Yeah.
it is to spend,
Yeah.
and come off with sort of like Adrian, Seth Vandenberg, and Harvey Elliott, which cost a total of about not even 6 million. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah,
Yeah.
because remember, Adrian was on got me on a free from
Yeah.
West Ham. Vandenberg getting names about. 2.5 million or something like that.
Yeah.
And I think Javier was the same. However, they did add on a bit more with the tribunal.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like even with that now, I think he was like I think he came up to 8 million in the end. We had to
Yeah.
pay him Fulham. Even that,
Yeah.
when you think about it, that's not becoming of Liverpool.
No.
That's not becoming of Liverpool. We should be going out there and
Mm.
identifying the right players for our team, and it doesn't matter how much it costs.
Oh,
To me,
100%.
to me, it's a lot.
Mm.
It is literally a lot of penny pinching, and that can't be right.
It is worrying. It is worrying, to be fair, because you know when you're in the wilderness, I mean, you expect more stuff to happen around this time and all that stuff. Especially like when there's a new manager and he's not buying the players. You expect the likes of Marco Edwards and Julian Ward and Richard Hughes and all the scouting guys they brought in to get the players through the door before the preseason starts, so they'll be ready, fully for the season. If you know what I mean, because we buy players at the end of the transfer window. That means they didn't have a preseason, and they're not really ready. So we've got to wait for them for a few months to really integrate with the team, and it's going to be a long process. And the season could go past us. You know what I mean, Uncle? And
Yeah,
we don't want to go through things like that, do we?
no, we don't. But I could probably see it heading down that road.
Yeah,
To be honest, it's a bit of a funny one. I mean, the structure is at the moment. It's just like, as you said, people like Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, Julian Ward, and so on are
yeah,
going to be sort of like getting the players in, and just basically going to be Arnie, and they're
mm,
trying to get the best out of them. As you said, this is what we're going to find out what what FSG is all about. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because Arnie's no clock where he can turn water into wine.
no,
You know what I mean? So what do you do? What does he do? If he gets a rubbish player, what do you do?
yeah,
Do you know what I'm saying? So all questions asked, but like I'm just worried about the fact that is that over periods of years we've been told about a transfer kitty. We've been told that they were going to spend this, when that. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And
yeah.
we just don't do it. Do you know what I mean? We literally don't do it. And
Mm.
I just think
Yeah,
it's very hard to determine where we go from here. Put that way.
it is, mate. It is because we've already conceded that we're not going to be challenging for a title next season, and I've said it for a while. And under any in this current time, if you look at our squad,
Mm.
we have got a team that can challenge. You know what I mean? We more or less have the same team as last season. So is the reason people dropping out? Is it because is this the first season of the new manager, or is
Yeah,
it because they don't believe in the players anymore? But listen, at the end of the day, the players um, did stand the test of time in the Premier League last season.
I'm going to shut the
Only,
window quick. It's going to shut the window
yeah,
quick.
it's all right, mate. It's all right.
Go.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. As I was saying, people they did stand the test of time. We didn't expect them to do as well as they did last season. So don't you expect the players next season, guys, like boys and girls, to improve and get better? You know what I mean? To challenge for the title and things like that. Yes, is it under different manager? Maybe new ideas can bring different kind of performances on the pitch, which can lead to us beating those teams that we normally struggle against. If you know what I mean. And I look at it in a way, maybe with Arne Slot, he can solidify the defense, the midfield, and the attack. Bring them close together. Not many people can get past them. Let them compete against other players. I was discussing with Uncle Roz earlier. At the end of the day, players are humans, aren't they? You got to beat what's in front of you, which means you got to outwork the player in front of you. So if there's 11 versus 11, outwork them, outdo them at everything you do, at every opportunity. And that's what we've got to do, man. And us giving up when most teams are under transition. Arsenal probably reached the peak of their powers. You look at Arsenal, you could see the players eventually doing what Liverpool players have done, asking for more money,
Mm.
disrupting the squad. And I mean, we've been there, and they haven't been through things like that, have they? The likes of Arsenal and all that stuff.
Right.
Man City, this could be Pep Guardiola's last season as well. And if you look at them last season, majority of the players that Man City had was mostly defenders. Really, there wasn't that much attacking. You know what I mean, if it wasn't for Liverpool and Arsenal dropping points, would Man City win the league? Not really, because it was us that let them back in when we were supposed to win. You know what I mean? They've lost their games. We should have pushed on and beat the teams in front of us, even by the odd goal. I would have taken a 1-0 ugly win, I mean, and things like that.
Of course.
But listen, like I said, these players have showed us last season, Unks, they could do things we didn't expect them to do. So why don't under a different manager with different ideas? Why not, man? Why don't we go for it? If you know what I mean, Unks.
I think we need to. To me, I think we do need to tune up the squad, tune it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the way of bringing players. I mean, one good thing I can say is like Fabio Carvalho, he's coming back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
you like him, yeah?
I do. I've liked him since he was with Fulham. I think he's a good player. But I think what it is with Fabio Carvalho, he's one of these players that he has to play in his position. You know what I mean? He has to play in his position. I don't think,
which is a number 10.
As I was saying, I don't think he could subsidise to another player. Look up Gini Wijnaldum. Do you know what I mean? Gini Wijnaldum, he was more of an attacking player when he was in Newcastle and obviously teams before that. Do you know what I mean? But like when he came to sort of Liverpool, he got turned into sort of a holding midfielder and done it well.
It worked.
He done it well, but I think
he complemented the team. You know what I mean? He set. But what I liked about that team, Uncle, if you look at that team back in the day, every player was on board with the idea. Do you get what I'm saying? They're willing to sacrifice their position in for the sake of the team to win titles. Do you get what I'm saying, Uncle? And it was good. I really like that. Because if players are willing to do that, that means they want to win titles, and they did. Let's be honest. It's like I was discussing with some of the Liverpool fans in my workplace. Like we talk about Jota a lot, and we had an actual space the other day about Jota. We was discussing, should we sell him or should we keep him?
Why sell him though?
Hang on. Yeah, I said I'll sell him. You know what I mean, and people ask why. Why do you want to sell him? I just asked a simple question, and people struggled when I asked them that simple question. Jota's been here like 5 years, right? Something like that, Unks.
More than that.
5, maybe more than that, yeah. Since he's come in, okay, he gets goals. Majority of the time he's injured. In the important stages of the season, he's never available. You know what I mean? When we need him the most, like we saw last season. You know what I mean, 8 games to go. He played one game against Fulham, I think, in the 9th or something, and disappeared for the rest of the season. I want to ask you this question, Uncle. Yeah, Jota's been here like maybe 5 or 6 years, like you said. Yeah, has he improved Liverpool since he's come into the team? What? Like, what way has he improved Liverpool?
He does improve. He does improve the balance on the left-hand side. Yeah. And obviously, as we know, he can play through the middle and the right. So, and if you got like Jota in there, if he had a season when he never got injured, he played the whole season, he might score more goals than Mo Salah in all competition. Do you know what I mean? I've always rated the player, but it's just the fact. The fact that what really niggles me is the fact it's injury status. Do you know what I mean? Well, I think he has improved the team. You know what I mean? It's like, to the way.
But the reason I asked that, Unks, like, in what way has he improved the team? Because before he came, we was winning titles, like major titles. But since he's come, have we ever won a major title?
No, but then again, you can say it, and
because the whole point we bought him is for him to be the X factor, to be the game changer when he's playing, or come off the bench and change the game. You know what I mean? Things like that.
Yeah.
Yes. The thing is, Uncle, you know what I've noticed with fans in the modern era? Maybe it's just me. They look into goals too much, in my opinion. Maybe they look. I think people look into goals too much. What I look at is what impact has the player had on the team. Before he came, like I said, Unks, we was winning major trophies, was in the Champions League finals, was always challenging for the title. Since he's come in, I think we've had 2 maybe the last season and the quarter season that we did something, but he's been injured for both of them. Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? So this is what I'm saying. Has Liverpool elevated as a club, or are we hiding behind players' goals for them to be in the team?
Uh, I want. I still think Jota's contributed to the team. He's made Liverpool that little bit
Hmm.
more better in a
Yeah,
way. He's balanced it. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Because he was one of getting the goals, and I think when he was injured, and everybody's looking at each other and saying, "Where's the goals going to come from?" Do you know what I
okay,
mean? So I do think in that sort of scenario, it does sort of like improve Liverpool in the
yeah,
way that sort of like he plays.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And
yeah,
like, he's a Jota. He can always get you a goal. He
yeah.
can always
Listen,
get
I
you a goal.
agree.
He just the
I agree.
99% of the time, and the Jota will get you a goal.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry. Do you know what I mean? And you can't say that about very few other players. You know what I mean? You
yeah,
understand? So I still think at the day, it's all right. Jota at the day is a good player, and obviously if he's going this season, he's going to
mm.
be sadly missed. He's
Yeah,
going to be
hundred
sadly
percent,
missed
100%.
if he does. That's if he does go. But
But do you
like,
get my point of view, Unks? Because
no, I get your
like I
point.
said, I'm
I get,
looking at from that point of view. Like, have we improved as a football club? Um, in like trying to win trophies since he's been there, because he hasn't been available for most of them. That's all I'm asking,
no,
and
no,
we
no.
haven't,
You have
really.
you made a good point. Do you know what I mean? Because
Because we've had like the likes of Fowlers and all that stuff that scored over 35 goals season after season, but have we achieved the
yeah,
trophies that we deserve under them? No. So this
it's,
is what I'm saying. Are we looking for it for an individual purpose, or are we looking for it for a team purpose? I mean, the team that's supposed to win titles,
yeah.
and sacrifice their own games. Even if they break a toenail, they still play. But when he breaks a toenail, he never plays. You know what I mean? So, yeah,
Solo,
man. But that's how I'm going about it. So like, I don't
I
want to
feel,
be harsh on him, but I see it in that way for some reason with him, man, and he's really
I feel,
frustrates me.
I still feel Jota in the day
Hmm.
is your go-to man. Jota is your go-to
Yeah,
man, and when you bring Jota on the pitch, you're looking for goals. When we put his left back through the
yeah,
middle or whatever, you're looking at goals.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? And he offers that to you.
yeah,
He
hundred
does
percent.
offer that
Yeah,
to you. But yes, you get some seasons that day where he's out for long periods of time, and it can
yeah,
frustrate you. It literally can
yeah,
frustrate you. I know it frustrates me. Do you know what I
yeah,
mean? So uh, I still think he has a balance at there to
yeah.
Liverpool. I still think so.
Oh, okay, no problem. If you had the option of getting 50 million, or 40 million for him, would you take it, or would you still keep him?
50 million or what?
50 million or 40 million because of his injuries. I mean, if the prices go low because of his injuries, would you take the money or keep him still? Like 50 million. Just say 50 million, sorry.
Yeah, it's a hard one, isn't it? You know what I mean? Because like, put it this way, it won't be my first choice. It won't be my
Yeah.
first choice to get rid of it. It wouldn't be a first choice. But if I got overruled somewhat, I'll just have to
Yeah.
say, all right, then fair enough. It wouldn't be my first thing. I think Jota's a good player. I think Jota's a
Listen,
good player.
there's no doubt there's a good player there. There's no doubt there's a good player there. But it's just like when you're living on hope, Uncle. I'm tired of living on hope on players. I mean, because we've faced that in the past, and we don't want to go through that again. Like waste years. This is like fifth or sixth year with him, Uncle, and it's still happening.
I
The same
know, I
stuff.
know,
It's frustrating
I
me,
know.
man.
It's very
I mean,
frustrating.
and then I look back in the day, like Sturridge and all that stuff. It's just the same. If you look at it, what I mean, from that point of view, it's just the same thing that's
He
happening
was a
with
player,
these
though,
players.
wasn't he? He was a good
I
player.
love Sturridge. I mean,
So,
every season I keep thinking, this is the season. This is the
yeah,
season, but
yeah.
it never happens. You know what I mean?
There was one season. I think there was one season where Sturridge was, kept himself fit. For
Yeah,
the whole season.
yeah.
He banged in some goals for Liverpool.
I'm telling you, mate.
He banged in some. Oh, that season was too cold, man. Too cold. You know what I mean? But like, yeah, yeah. You know my thoughts anyway. You
Yeah.
know my thoughts.
Yeah, guys, if you're looking at Anton's comment and down below, he's watching Love Island with the missus in it. Yeah, I mean, this man's got no shame. He's got no shame at all.
Bitch. I got roped into Love Island,
I'm telling you, mate. He's got the locks on him, man.
That's why
Oh, man.
sometimes, you know what? That's why sometimes I'm glad I'm single, because my woman couldn't tell me that, I've got to watch Love Island. You mad?
You should just hide it, man. Just don't say anything. Yeah, you say it best when you say nothing at all, man. Just don't say.
She'll get divorce papers straight away, mate.
So yeah, guys, that's how I feel about Jota at the moment. You know what I mean? Obviously, people agree to disagree and all that stuff. It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I said, I look at it from a point of view: have we progressed to the standards that we're supposed to in the last 5 to 6 years? He's been there. I don't think we've progressed. You know what I mean? And I honestly think sometimes players hide behind goals that don't really contribute to anything. And we look at we don't look after the whole the whole of Liverpool, which is the team ethic, the teamwork, everything about Liverpool Football Club is supposed to be all togetherness. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's a nice fan, mate. Abdul says, big up Abdul as always, but big up lads. Is this Euros impressive or I alone? Unks, what do you think of Abdul's question? Big up, by the way, bro. So we're gonna go to Euros, innit? So I can't hear you, mate. I can't hear you.
Yeah, it's just trying to sort of like get my fan working. But
that's all right, mate. It's hot. It's
hot.
hot.
It's sort of like
hot.
It's playing silly buggers at the moment. You know what I mean? Just at the right time. What was the question, mate?
He said that one there. He said, "Big up, lads. Is this Euros impressive or am I alone?" That's what he said.
It has been bloody impressive. I've loved every minute of it. Do you know what I mean? There have been some really great games. It takes, you know what, watching these Euros, it takes me back in the day to sort of like how football was played and how football should be played. Do you know what I mean? It's a breath of fresh air. Me and you talked about it the other day, didn't we?
Yeah.
And we've been saying after every match of the day that it's a breath of fresh air. Do you know what I mean? I've loved every minute of it, and I've got to the stage at the day. I got to the stage at the day watching the Euros. I don't care who wins.
Yeah.
I don't care who wins. I really don't care who wins because everybody, all the teams at the day, apart from England, mind you, all the teams at the day have impressed me. They've really impressed me. Do you know what I mean? They've like, I keep on talking about it. But that game with Georgia, Georgia and Italy, my God, wasn't that a game? When was the last time you saw a game like that?
Mate, listen, like I said to you, Unks, I've never seen a tournament everybody's close together. It doesn't matter if you're a big team, small team, everybody's just close together. And not only that, the underdogs look more impressive than the better teams.
Yes.
If you know what I mean? Because they're giving it that extra yard on the pitch.
Yeah.
They finally realized, I'm not facing a machine, I'm facing another human being. If I outwork this person, I could do something. And this is how these small teams, you can't call them small. You know what I mean about small.
Yeah, small nations.
Yeah. The way they played against Portugal yesterday, mate,
was amazing.
Man, listen, I slept in some games of England, man, because I can't stay awake for those games. But, like when I watch outside England, I'm enjoying it, man. I'm really enjoying it. And Georgia.
What you say before sleep?
Oh, you can't stay awake, mate. You can't stay awake when you're watching England. That's the only games that I fall asleep in. I mean, but we'll talk about that near the end. But Georgia, mate, like amazing.
I loved it.
Absolutely amazing, man. Small team, small nation. You know what I mean? And never been here before, and they're competing with the best of them guys. Like, come on. Yeah. You know what I like about it? I was talking to Uncle Ross about it when I was driving home about this competition. Haven't you guys seen? When you're watching outside the Premier League, when corruption ain't involved in the games, how good it is. You know what I mean? When do you see corruption in the Euros, people? Please explain that to me, because I don't see any corruption happening. What we see in the Premier League, apart from that, when Anthony Taylor was refereeing a certain game and he didn't give the goal. He didn't give the goal for Holland. And it's always them involved. It's crazy, Uncle.
I can't stand him, Anthony Taylor. I can't stand it. I just think, why are you here? Seriously, why are you here? I don't know. I just don't think he's got a clue. Don't think he's got a clue at all. Do you know what I mean? But the football has been top. Do you know what I mean? Everything about it. Austria versus Netherlands. I took my breath away. Really good game. Because we didn't really know who was going to win. That could have gone either way. You know what I mean?
Look at that. Austria top the actual league as well.
Yeah.
They top it ahead of France, Netherlands, and Poland. If you said that to me in the beginning of the tournament, I would be laughing at you. I said, they'll be bottom. They'll be bottom, mate. Don't tell me
Yeah,
about that.
yeah.
They fucking top it.
The thing is about it, right? When you look how they get about teams, how they get about them, you'll know why they are sort of like top of the league. Because even when they played Holland, they never gave Holland a respite.
No.
Never gave them a respite. And Georgia did the same to Italy. See
Yeah.
what it is, what people understand when it comes to Italians, they can play good football. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'll never take away what they've achieved as a nation.
I don't think they're as good as what they used to be.
They're
with
not
players
because
wise. You know, the technical players they used to have back in the day, like the Zolas, the Baggios, you know, Del Pieros, Tottis, you know what I mean? Chiesa. Original Chiesa, by the way. His dad, you know what I mean? He was another great player. Signori, you know what I mean? This list goes on, man. Mancini. I could go on, man. I could go on.
Paolo Maldini.
Paolo Maldini, Beresi, Costa Curta, Musi, you know, Panucci. Yeah, come on, man. I know, man. I mean, Rossi in goal, Dino Baggio in the middle, Albertini. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? I watch this team. Mascherano, sorry, not Mascherano. Yeah, there's so many players, man.
Italians,
I'll
tell you what, Italians at one time, I think they had the best players in every position.
Oh,
in every position.
Underrated, mate.
Yeah, because they're very underrated side. You know what I mean? But like,
remember in the World Cup '90, Scalacci. You remember that guy?
Yeah.
He wasn't even meant to be the striker. I think Vialli was the striker, innit?
Is it?
He got injured. Yeah, he got injured, and Scalacci came on and just scored goals every single time he played. It was crazy. Ravanelli, don't forget Ravanelli as well.
Yeah, but he was another Don as well.
Yeah.
That my man was. We just sort of like
Scalacci or Vialli and Ravanelli.
Vialli.
Yeah.
He was another Don as well. He was great for and the thing is about it, he was a gentleman as well. He was he's a really good guy. Really good guy. Do you know what I mean? But you see what it was at the day, were those players at the day to watch them play, right? Was just something majestic. It was just majestic to watch them play. Do you know what I mean? It's just Inzaghi.
Yes.
Inzaghi, he's a bad man striker. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's just these players at the day, just like what Italy had.
It's crazy, isn't it? That how don't you think, Uncle? It's crazy how life flipped over. You know what I mean? You go from that kind of creation of players to different type of players Italy have nowadays. You get what I'm saying? It's weird. It's like they used to bring players like that out of the blue every single time, and then now you look at football. It's just the Italians are different. French are different. You know what I mean? Brazilians, look at Ronaldinho saying, I'm never going to watch Brazil again. You know what I mean? The shit. You know what I mean? Like,
listen, they were shit the other night, you know. I literally watched the game,
How can you sit through Brazil nowadays, mate? My God. If Ronaldinho's already warning you, telling you just boycott it.
They need to sign Ronaldinho again because they were boring the other night. They were boring. They was lucky to get out with a 1-1.
Yeah,
it was literally lucky to get out with that. Do you know what I mean? You know, but they were piss poor the other night. And I watched Paraguay in that opening game. The score, they won 3-1. I think it's 3-1, and Darwin Nunes bagged one. Do you know what I mean? So like. Some of the teams that obviously that are attached to Liverpool and that are playing other sort of like leagues and that, it'd be good to just keep just always give them a mention. Do you know what I mean? You know, but yeah. Well, that's what it was.
So let's move to England, bro. What do you think, man? Because I can't watch this shit.
Why do you put it on me, man? Why do you put it on me?
You know what it is, though. You know what it is, Uncle. Our fan base, it's just selfish reasons about Trent. You know, why isn't he in the team? Trent's been in the team and has done nothing. So don't keep mentioning Trent every single time. He can't even get into this. Uncle, this is a meaty England team and he can't even get into it. I'll be ashamed if I was a player. Like, and I consider myself one of the best players in the world, and I can't get into this meaty England team. And you got Kieran Trippier, and what you call him, Gallagher, and all these useless players in front. Oh my! Listen, I'll just say to Southgate, I'm done. Please don't call me anymore.
Yeah, don't call
I'm
me.
gone. I mean, these
Don't call
meaty
me.
players, mate.
Listen, don't call me. Don't write me. Don't email me. Don't fax me.
That's it. I'm
Don't
done
carry
with this
pigeon.
shit.
Do nothing for you.
Fuck it. Oh
Do you know?
man.
Do you know who said that? One of the Wayne's brothers at the end of was it at the end of which one was it? Was it the Glimmer Man? I thought it was the Glimmer Man. At the end of that, like he goes, Steven Seagal goes, because they got into a lot of trouble. He goes, yeah, the dude goes, yeah, when you're back in town, I'll call you. He goes, no, don't call me, don't email me, don't.
It's just bad, mate. Like, I've always said about England, Unks, don't people realize it doesn't matter of the quality, of the. Hang on, let me just read this before I start this. Hi, Fawzi, Uncle Rods. Assalamu alaikum. How are you? And also, how is your family, friends, loved ones, Muslim community, and LFC community? Big up everyone. Keep up the work, the great work. Many thanks. Big up, Richard, man. Big up as always, man. You're always supportive. I really appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Uncle Rods is struggling at the moment because he needs a fan, guys. He needs a fan. So it's very hot. I gotta be real, guys. It's very, very, very hot. Oh my god, I'm even struggling. I got all these lights in front because I do this,
I've got a light right here.
Green screen. The green screen.
What's bloody wrong with this thing? Man? You know what I mean? Damn thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. As I was, what was I saying about England?
Yeah, you was asking me what I think you was asking what I think about England. And I think
it doesn't really matter what manager it is. They play the same system every single time. They had they had Ericsson did it there as a manager, and Capello, and all these other managers, and they still play the same way. You know what I mean? And what do this national team need to make them think in a different way to what they traditionally do? Because it's just players playing individually. There's no players uniting as a team, and sorry saying that word obviously, but united as a team and fighting for each other on the pitch. It's always about themselves, for what I've noticed.
You know what it's about? You know what it is? I think what needs to happen with the players, and they need to be responsible.
Yeah,
about
100%.
time and day they took responsibility, because when everything goes to sort of like when everything goes wrong, the first person to blame is the manager. Do you know what I mean? If you go back to Fabio Capello, right? He wasn't good enough. Do you know what I mean? I can't remember who took the job off that, but you know what I mean? It was Roy Hodgson, wasn't it? It was bloody Roy Hodgson. Well, he definitely wasn't good enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a pattern with our English managers, right? Is they'll play a couple of games, and then the first time they lose a game, it's like all negativity comes out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But players, to me, at the end of the day, right? Players need to hold something.
Yeah. 100%.
Players really need to hold something. It can't be a situation and they sort of like, well, I could play anywhere, anyhow I want. Yeah, I could play anyhow I want. It's not me that's going to get the blame. It's the manager going to get the blame.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm getting at? Do you know what I mean? And to me, at the end of the day, players got to take responsibility. Stop shirking responsibilities. Because like Gary Southgate, he's not on the pitch there trying to score goals for you.
Yeah.
He's not on the pitch. He's on the sideline.
I think we spoke about it. You rate him a bit, don't you? You rate him as a manager.
Who's that?
Gareth Southgate. You rate him as a manager?
Yeah, I do rate him
because like how. Sorry to interrupt, Uncle. I want to tell you how I feel about it as well. If what I've always said, Anton's here, people, so we're gonna get him on. What I've always said in football terms, like you look at Liverpool and Klopp, you look at Man City and Pep, you look at Ancelotti and Real Madrid. A football team is a mirror image of the coach that they have. And
Right.
all I know you rate him, but all I see is Gareth Southgate when I see on that
Who's
pitch.
that? Who's
I know,
that?
like, I know you're saying like it's not him, but
Right,
that's
innit?
how I see it, Unks. I know what you mean. Like, you can't blame him for it in regards to things like that, but that's how I see it, Unks. Like, the football team is a mirror image of the manager, mate. I've always said that.
Who that said? Who was I talking about the other day? Then? Who did you say? Who you say? Who we talking about? Rask, lad. Antos Pantos. Antos Pantos in the building. Nah, yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I'm talking about a team is a mirror image of their manager. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, man.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, but sometimes the players they can do better because you got to remember.
Yeah, sure.
Also got to remember this at the day, right?
Yeah.
A manager's there to give tactics on how to win the game. The game.
Mm.
So then it's up to you at the end of the day to follow the guy's tactics and win the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like it wasn't Gareth Southgate told him just to be walking around the pitch.
Yeah.
It wasn't Gareth Southgate to tell him to do slow passing. Do you know what I mean? And it's a whole lot of like catastrophic things they was doing that night, which they shouldn't have been. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think to go to sort of like Gareth Southgate, it's very easy for anybody to go to Gareth Southgate.
That's why they chose him.
And making the problem. But then you got what I always say, and as a football fan, and I hope there's football fans at the day out there, like a lot of football fans out there. I'm talking about not just your own team, but the whole spectrum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you have to sort of like think to yourself, well, look, at the end of the day, right? Shouldn't these players be taking responsibility? Shouldn't like Drew Bellingham be doing better with his passes? Do you know what I mean? Shouldn't Harry Kane be scoring goals? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Shouldn't sort of like Trippier be making the right runs? Do you know what I mean? Whole lot of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But what it is, some people they say, no, we're not going to worry about that. It's just Gareth Southgate. You're rubbish, or this and you're that. Do you know what I mean? It's in a certain sense that it's not just Gareth Southgate's fault.
Rod, what are you saying, Rod? Are you saying that if Guardiola took over tomorrow, you're saying they won't play better football?
You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, I honestly think it'll be the same for Guardiola, whoever took over.
Yeah,
I honestly think
so.
Do you know what I mean? Because I think what it is at the day, right? Yes, at the day, we could have sort of
they've not really had anyone with like high profile in.
What do you mean, like a manager
to be the manager? Like
well,
real
Capello,
high profile.
Capello
was a bad boy.
Capello, yeah, okay, Capello.
Yeah.
Ericsson,
they come from Italian league, innit? At that time when he came over,
he was still Gino.
Already lost his credibility.
Capello was the man, though, man. I'm never gonna.
They lost their credibility. He was still playing 4-4-2 still, for me. So and then the way moving forward was 4-3-3. And they still didn't do anything. Sven had all the best players at the time.
But the question I asked Anton is like, why is it always the same though? No matter who the manager is, it's the same.
Well, the thing is,
it's like there's no fault. There's no fault like on the pitch.
With Gareth. People forget, right? Gareth is a defender by trade. He ain't gonna take risks. It's gonna be plain, just like the final against Italy in 2020. I think it was.
1-0 up,
you go 1-0 up, 1 up, and defend. If that someone comes to your house, Fozzie, they come to your house saying, "I'm coming for beef, right? I'm coming to fuck you up." Yeah, they've got something in their hand.
Yeah.
If you open the door, you've obviously seen everything.
Yeah.
And before he does anything, you've sparked him. You've hit him so hard.
Already
like,
gone. Yeah.
Are you gonna go and run in the house and run in the house, get your children and hide in the corner, hold the door?
Yeah.
No, because
I will. Anton, I will let Dave for some lucky punch, and I know he's gonna wake up.
The thing is, you carry on because someone's coming to your house. Just like the Italians, they came to your yard. You 1-0 up and you went defensive.
Yeah. I understand.
He's a defender by trade, isn't he? If or no buts, right? Don't get me wrong. He came and changed. He steered the ship a little bit. That's what he's done. He's only steered the ship.
No, but you know what?
That's all
You
he's
know
done.
you know it is, Ants. You know it
Yeah.
is what I would say in that respect. Yeah, I understand or what you're saying, and I appreciate it. I understand that. But I would say at the end of the day, in Gareth Southwaite's defence, number one, nobody gave him a hope in hell of doing remotely
What he did, yeah.
with England. Nobody gave him
Yeah.
a hope in hell. Number
No.
two, in the day, his first major tournament that he thought like he's with England, he got to the semi-finals. Where he got beaten by Croatia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So like,
Again, if you go deep, he was quite lucky. And
nah, I don't think he was lucky, bruv. I think at the day, like,
can you confirm it? Remember that tournament when he went far? Yeah, not the Euros, the World Cup. They went
The
far,
World Cup, yeah.
and they lost the thing, right?
Yeah.
You know when they say two sides of the draw. On that side of the draw, on the right-hand side, England had that. Just like they're doing it now, they've got that Slovenia and all that business there.
Slovakia, yeah.
Spain on Germany on one side. England had that same thing.
Yeah, but you got. But then again, though, yeah, I hear that, Ants. Yeah, but look at the game the other night where Georgia played Portugal. They thought at the end of the day that it was going to be a rollover. Yeah, right. But Georgia and they was better.
Football is changing, guys. Football is changing. The smaller nations are coming up.
They were on it. I do agree, but they did play. They did field like eight other players who didn't play in the qualifiers.
It's a country. You know what it was, and what was the scary thing about it, right? Like Georgia was ahead by a country mile. They was making at one time. They was making Portugal. I'll say it again. Making Portugal look stupid at one time.
Yeah. What's it?
They literally gave that game, that 90 minutes plus beyond it. That game, right? They gave Portugal a football lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? They gave them a football lesson because what it showed them how to play football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They played decent, man. They played counter attack football as well.
I loved it.
You know, Anton, don't you love it though? Like these smaller nations don't have fear anymore. Yeah. Don't you like? Aren't you impressed? Like these smaller nations no longer have fear anymore. They're all athletes now. They're all like want to win.
What needs to be done, and for me, Foz, I don't know about you, Rods, but I feel like the quality is not as it used to be, and it's more athletes, and you're playing the system now. Yeah. Back in the day, remember we were saying there was when you went to World Cup. If you World Cup, let's go World Cup '94.
Yeah.
You can go Euro '96. All them teams that had
a special player.
Bad man. You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, this guy decent. This guy's decent. This left back is world class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Times have changed.
It's changed, mate. It's changed. It's like
changed, mate.
And you're part of the system.
Even Scotland, we look at Scotland, had their prolific bad man, Archie Gemmill.
Graham Souness.
They had a few guys.
But what was I saying? The one that stood out, put it this way, the one that went down in history and the one that everybody's always going to remember is Archie Gemmill.
Yeah.
It's Archie Gemmill when he took on six Dutch players. And I remember at that time, Dutch were the shit. They were the shit. You know, you didn't play with them.
They were the rock stars of the game at the time.
Yeah.
Play with them at your own peril at the day, right? Do you know what I mean? And he did one bit of magic and he dealt with them. So, as I said, every team at the day, I reckon, had their.
Look at it now, Rod. Look at it right. Look at it now. Look up. Remember, if someone said to you, Brazil, back in there, you were like, oh yeah, it's gonna be tasty.
Yeah.
Look at 1982 World Cup. Look at 1986, bro. Tasty. Yeah. Now, look at Brazil now. Even Ronaldinho said, I'm not even watching them. even R9 said, I like tennis now.
I'll skip that.
Come on, you know what I'm saying is right. You know what I'm saying. That man, come on, he just
you know what's funny, Anton?
Rodrigo, sorry. That's number 10. They got Rodrigo. Don't get me. He's a sub for Real Madrid. It's a sub for Real Madrid.
Anton said.
They got
Rodrigo.
even wait. Andres Pereira, who plays for Fulham, he's rubbish.
But he gets in there.
He's in the squad. I'm sorry.
Even he's in the squad. He's in the squad for for Spain and he's shit, right? Dozy Perez.
Oh my god!
I mean, he's a boot cleaner for Leicester, bro.
Guys, you do know
I'm
football's
sorry.
finished. You do
No
know
one
the
can
football.
tell me nothing because
But you know something,
all the
right?
bad men have come forward and said "Wagwan." They said it.
You know something, right? To be fair, Dozy Perez has looked impressive in this tournament there. Because remember, he's gone back to Real Betis, isn't he?
Yeah.
He went back to Real Betis, isn't he? And he has looked impressive, you know. Ain't gonna lie.
Early stripes, but all I'm saying is the level is low now. I'm sorry, the level is low. I'm sorry. From time
Anton, how long have I been saying that? Anton, how long have I been saying that, man?
He would not make the under 20s. He would not. He would not.
Under 20 today.
No, he's terrible. Bro, I was so shocked, man. I was like, what? What? He's rubbish, bro. I'm telling you, he don't stand out for Fulham. He's like, you know what? That guy, if he goes to another team,
he ain't Brazilian,
he'll be sick.
man.
No, you don't see that. I'm sorry, you don't see that. You don't see that.
He ain't Brazilian.
The level is lower now, bro. The levels are low, and we're just gonna take it, man.
Yeah. That's what Anton. I've been saying that for a while. That's why I said to you, I haven't watched international football for a while until this tournament. This is why, and I know what I watched as a kid. Yeah. You know what you guys watched as a kid. Yeah. This ain't what we watched. What the heck is this, guys? Like honestly, and not only that, like you know, like when you discuss with people in the modern era, you ask them. Who's the best defender? Name me 5 world-class defenders, Anton. Name me.
Well, right now.
There you go. There you go.
Right now. Van Dijk. You know what I mean?
There you go. There you go, Ant. There you go.
Rods, I can't hear you, Rods.
Sorry. So back in the day, and I think that you had a host of sort of like defenders. You know what I mean? I mean, my all-time defender in the day, right? You know what I mean? Is Alexander Nesta. I just rate him so highly. I'm serious.
Nesta was incredible, but for me, it has to be the I would have put Baresi as the general because
he's the captain.
He was the one that controlled all of them. He was
captain.
He was.
El
how can you be a maestro? Wait, how can you be a maestro at the back?
No, you just had to go
at the back.
You had to go there, Anton.
You just had to go there.
At the back. I'm telling you, he was the maestro.
Yeah,
you know when them people that they got orchestra, they got the ting, and they're doing that. He was the maestro, and he didn't even have to say much. But for me,
he just looks at you, Anton. He just looks at you. That's it.
Maldini is the best defender of all time.
But then if you go further back, right. I mean, you want to talk about defenders. Go further back, right? Franz Beckenbauer.
Oh,
and because he was all rounder, innit? That's the thing.
He was
everything.
You know what it was? Do you know what? He was so great as a defender. He invented a new system as a defender. Imagine he invented that.
The sweeper, innit?
Yeah. So to me, don't get me wrong. I like people like Baresi and then Mande. I think they're amazing players. But when you get like a player that invents a new system, not the manager. Not the coach, the player, excuse me, invents a new system. Yeah, you have to give it to him.
Franz Beckenbauer, man.
Oh,
and I swear, you know what? I swear he had nigger in him, man. I swear he had nigger in him. You know what? Because he's curly hair. I swear. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Someone back there did something wrong, goddammit. He had curly hair. And the curls were going back there. You know what I'm saying, Rod? When he had it, was all back on the edge, on the back.
Yeah, they used to call him. Used to call him the Kaiser.
I'll
tell you what.
The Kaiser.
Do you know what was like a choke? You know that choke feeling that you get. Yeah. It's when beginning of the Euros, and was it his daughter or his wife? His daughter come out and you know what I mean, and just like and had Franz Beckenbauer at the top, and do you know what I mean? That really got me. That really got me.
Yeah, he was formidable, man. Formidable from early age. Like they would think, how's this kid and showing us Wagwan? This guy was coming in and telling them what to do. Like, and this guy was younger than them, way younger than them.
Do you remember? Anton, do you remember that guy? His name Gert Muller.
Of course, I'm a Gert Muller.
Gert Muller's a bad man. I don't care what he says.
Gert
Gert
Muller.
Muller is a bad man. He's a bad man.
Silent
If you-
assassin. He's the
listen.
original silent assassin, isn't it?
Yeah, if you go to
Yeah.
Germany, yeah,
Mm.
if you go to Germany and you mention Gert Muller, right,
Yeah.
Germans will talk your ears off about Gert Muller.
Oh,
They will
His
talk
finishing.
your
they
ears
should do.
off.
It was his
They
finishing.
should do.
It was his
Is that
finishing.
good?
It was clinical, wasn't it? There was no frills. There
Nah.
was no frills. There was no step overs. It was back,
Back.
left
Yeah,
back,
back in it.
right foot
Back
back,
in it. Back in
head
it.
back, movement back. It's love. It's love.
Don't get football like that anymore. You know,
No, that's what I'm
sometimes
saying.
he
That's what we were
upsets me
just saying.
sometimes.
They were just saying. And these kids, they don't know ball. All they know is Messi, Ronaldo. That's all they know.
Telling me about Messi.
Don't get me wrong, they're big ballers, man, but there was so much.
Yeah, but
more.
Ant, will they survive in our time though? I keep asking people that question. Nobody gives a clear answer. Would
I
they
don't-
survive
I don't-
with those Tarams, Maldinis, and would they? Come on, would they? You got to
Even
think about
Thuram
that.
wasn't-
There's no defenders in their era, mate. There wasn't.
Yeah. There's no name brands in the fence.
Come on, what is it? Is it PK? That's the best defenders at the time. Come on, McLeod. Come on. Failed at Man United, went to
PK
bloody
wasn't all that.
Barcelona.
PK was quite standard. If you put him back
Just
to
like-
the ends, the
come
days
on.
of all the best defenders, he'd be quite standard.
Exactly.
He'd be quite standard.
Exactly, mate.
Yeah. I'll tell
The
you
only
this
one who
one.
probably can cut it. There's a couple of them. Maybe VVD. Could John Terry? I'm not sure. Could he? Maybe.
Mm.
Like Italian league when he's at top voice when he's at the,
Oh,
at the
and
peak.
it's impossible to get in. It was yeah.
Just put it this way, right? I don't know if John Terry could do it. You know why I say John? I don't know if Terry can do it because he's marked out Henri. He's marked out Bergkamp. Their man failed. Their man failed in Serie A.
In Serie A.
Their man failed in Serie A.
Yeah.
So did Zola. Even though Zola was from there, he failed in Serie
Did
A. Yeah.
Palmer,
Them
him
men
and
failed.
Aspria.
Them men failed.
Faustino
Like, yeah,
Aspria,
it's too
yeah.
hard for them. Bergkamp couldn't get a sniff.
Never. Never
Bergkamp
did anything.
couldn't even get a sniff, bro.
Get another could Thierry Henry when he's played for
Juventus, yeah.
Played left back.
Yeah,
Played
yeah.
left back.
Left
Played
wing back and they played him striker a couple of times and nothing. Not a sniff. No. Cut him out every time. They read his game. Oh, you're right footed. You like to cut in. Okay. Bam. Isolated him. Killed his game.
Listen, players used to avoid Italian league. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would never go there because they know their career would be gone. That's
Yeah.
how good that league was. I mean, I want to speak about Trent, guys. Yeah, I want to speak about Trent. Anton, like I spoke to Rod as well about it, but we'll continue anyway.
Yeah.
What do we say about him, bro? Like, this is a meaty England team, bro. I don't even want to use that word, but you can't even get in it. You know what I mean? Like, are we overhyped around this kid? What is it? What's wrong with him, man?
I think it could be a mixture.
You look at this team, they're shit, but you can't even get in it.
And this funny thing is, he's only played 129 minutes. I checked it out.
Yeah,
129
bro.
minutes, and he's played more forward.
You gotta look into these people, investigate
great
this
chances
shit.
more than any
It's a
other player.
meaty team.
How can you
It's
listen?
pretty shit, you know.
How
That
can
is
you? How can you?
drugs. It's not even a...
I love Foden, yeah. I love Foden. I love I'm Bellingham.
But he should be shit as
My
well.
man, man.
Yes.
Innit? He should be
How
shit as well.
How
bro,
can
man.
Yes.
how can a sub create more chances than you? I'm sorry. That's yeah. You
I
know what?
told you the other day. he'd
If
be
I
shit.
was them two, I'd be watching Rocky 4. I'm doing some training.
I was
No,
looking
real
for
train.
that,
My friend, if I was
I'm
them,
having
lot,
that.
yeah, if I was them, like, I wouldn't watching a Rocky 4. I'd be watching a P45.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, and like, what the heck is this shit, man? I'm sorry about the language, guys, but what the
You know
hell
what?
are we watching?
Be honest, maybe put him right back again. I don't know, put him right back again. Put
I would pay a
Walker.
4-3-3 on Saturday. Sorry to cut across the
Yeah, even that one.
I'll pay a 4-3-3 on Sunday. I just
Yeah.
go back to 4-3-3. You
Yeah.
got like your flat back four. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like in midfield, you can have Bellingham, and you can have a Rice in the middle,
Uh-huh.
and then who do you have on the left? Who they
Not
have?
My
flicking
midfield in
Trippier,
the
that's for
three.
sure.
Yeah.
Good.
We have Rice. You take Bellingham. Who else? There's been another midfielder missing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Who do you have?
They got
How
that
many
golden
midfield-
kid,
how many
innit?
midfield-
They
How
got
many
that golden
midfielders
kid.
do you bring anyway?
Golden, innit?
No,
That's
in
the one.
midfield. Yeah, that's the
No,
forward
the left,
line.
you said, didn't it?
That's the forward, isn't it? But he won't be playing midfield. He won't
Oh,
be in the,
Kobe Mainu.
yeah.
Kobe Mainu.
Yep.
Kobe Mainu.
And then
I'll
on
start.
the
I'll
left,
start.
who you
I'll
put on the
start.
left?
I'll start with. I'll start with them three.
Yeah.
I'll even put sort of like Benjamin on the left. Put Rice in the middle. Kobe Mainu on the right. Make it play an 8. Right.
Yeah.
Up front, I'll have Kai Gonan on the left. On the right, I'll have Eze on the right, and going through the middle, I will have Kyle Palmer.
Do you know what's funny? You know what's funny, bro?
You know what I mean?
You know what's funny? I think funny, right?
Mm.
Even though Foden's had a better season than most of the players, he had a better season than Saka. And most of his games have been on the right-hand side. Most of the games. Even though he's been playing left, he played centre midfield
Would you drop Saka, though?
Yeah, I would drop Saka. I would drop Saka. Foz, he's one of them players. Well, I've said it to you before. This is why I think that Kudus is better than him. Because Kudus, he'll find a way.
Yeah.
If you're trying to stifle him, if you stifle Saka, that's it, finished. If you stifle him, if you don't give him no time, no. If you're on his back, watch it when he plays on the right, yeah? He has to do that fake move away from the ball, then run to the ball backwards. He does the free running.
I honestly think
tries to create space because
I honestly think he's too stiff, man. Yeah.
They're tight on him, Foz. He can't move, Foz. He can't move.
He's too stiff, mate. His bones, something's wrong with it. Like where he's going when he's got the ball.
Foz, they stop him. What's that player? I think it was the first half of the Serbia game. Yeah. He was having fun because they let him turn. Yeah. The second half, I felt sorry for Saka. I felt sorry for. He's like, boy, come off, son. He's one of them ones. You did well, but come off, mate, come off. Because the guy just stopped him completely. He never let him have space. He was like almost wearing the shirt. Yeah. He's wearing the shirt underneath.
You know why? Do you know why he gets away with it at Arsenal, guys? It's because they've got a lot of attacking players. Do you get what I'm saying? So the focus is very limited. Yeah, limited towards him. That's why he gets away with it. But when the focus is on him, he struggles, man.
There's a couple of games in the Premier League when they've like, you know what? We're gonna stifle him, and they've stifled him. He doesn't know where to get out. I'm sorry. I love the kid. No one can tell me that about I love Saka, man. He's a lovely kid. You can tell he's got a lovely attitude. He's been brought up very well. But once he's stifled, he's ineffective.
Yeah.
As he says, big up guys. New graphics looks fire. Euros so far so good. England got easy now in the next round. Lucky Southgate, but sorry, he's got to go. Yeah, he's got to go. I'm not a fan of his. I never was.
Is that Stoichkov behind you?
Huh?
Is that Stoichkov behind you?
Of course, man. I'm gonna put legends every time.
What's the OV at the beside this, and I saw the face a little bit there. Yeah,
Stoichkov, mate. Can't mess with that guy. You can't mess with Stoichkov.
No, you can't. Christo Stoichkov.
That left foot. Remember when he broke the crossbar in the World Cup '94?
That team when they beat Germany, that was unbelievable.
Lechkov. Goodness me, man.
Unbelievable. They managed to win the World Cup. 4 years later, they thought, we're gonna smash them. They played these, man. What? Bulgaria, Germany, 1994. One of the best games, man, I've seen.
Oh,
my eyes were bleeding. You know how late it was. My eyes was bleeding. It was like I was like, nah, this is a sick game, bro. I can't go sleep. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't. And then Jordan Lechkov, the goal, bad goal. Oh,
and that celebration, innit?
He's the one who had the bald hair. Did he have the island?
Bald back,
hair on the sides, and he had the board at the top.
Board at the top, yeah.
He was a crisp footballer, man.
Sick, man. Sick World Cup. Yeah. Well, it's going down there. I can turn it again. I'm going, mate. Mate, we have to do a bucket list, man. We're getting older, guys. I don't care, but we
Cup.
Yeah, we gotta go. Canada, America, and Mexico. And you're telling me you can't go? Come on, man.
Bro.
Come on.
That would be the
Come
ultimate
on.
boys trip. Ultimate boys trip, man.
Let's get a motorhome. We go, man. We go. You know what I mean? Don't care what game we're gonna watch. Don't care.
Don't give
I'll
a
watch
shit.
any
Yeah.
game.
Whatever game is there.
I'll watch any game. Oh, man.
man.
I want to go. I definitely want to go.
What a tournament. Remember when the opening ceremony in Diana Ross, she missed the goal.
Mr. Penny, Mr. Goal.
that was so annoying.
Man, beautiful World Cup, man.
It's
just the final let it down, isn't it? The final let it down, but it is what it is, isn't it? But
Baggio and that miss, man.
Every team had a special player. Every freaking team.
Not just one,
from
though.
Korea all the way to Brazil.
It was a couple of players, man. Everyone had a couple of players. It wasn't just one.
Even
remember Saudi Arabia. Remember the Said Al-Walian?
Yeah, from Belgium, isn't it?
Wicked goal. Wicked goal.
Yeah.
From the halfway line all the way, man.
Oh
all the way.
God, it was
celebrating like this.
What a goal! He's a legend still in the country for that goal, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
legend,
man. It's a shame. It's a shame.
But the game, that tournament all night, man.
Yeah, I just hope the new one, the next one, is going to be as good as that. Those three countries, you can't get better than that. You can't get better than that, man.
Yeah.
So
quality problems. When we talk about quality,
yeah. But I'm glad you can see it now, guys. I told you, man. The football has changed, man. This ain't what we. The most exciting bit about it is it's just the smaller teams are competing now. That's the most exciting. But defending the defending is not an art anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you know, tackles is not an art anymore. Come on, we were celebrating Van Dijk's challenge against Foden. You know what I mean? I mean, we're celebrating tackles like that used to go on every game. You know what I mean? It shows it's just a dying art. That's what it is. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna miss football if it's gonna head towards this direction, the technology direction. Because what you got to look at, Anton, is what I was discussing with Uncle Rod earlier. If you look at the Euros, there's no corruption decisions, is it, Ant? You haven't seen anything like that. It's just flowing football. Obviously, you're gonna get the VR involved all the time because you have to. But if you look at the Premier League and the Euros, it's different, isn't it? It's completely different.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, what is Liverpool going to go for Calafiori or what, man?
Yeah, I think they said they're going for him. I think they made a bid, Yeah, he's good, man. Anton, you're right, like he loves to defend, mate. He loves to defend, bro. He loves to defend.
Yeah. He looks like a throwback, man. He looks like a throwback. He wants to defend. He loves it. Not only that, he's comfortable on the ball. Comfortable.
Nice. Guys, we're obviously getting hot in it, man. I want to ask you guys a question. Obviously, it's our players, you know what I mean? And I'm going to ask you a question at the end of it as well, for the Euros. As I said about Trent, what does he have to do, guys? I know you said he played right back, but is that the only thing he can do?
I think he can.
Is his quality not there, and what is it? What's wrong with him?
I think he can play both, but it depends what system he's in. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because
I agree. I think he can. I think he can both.
I think he. Yeah.
Ingredient that I think. Yeah. I feel like since a lot of ex-pundits, ex-pros have mentioned the negativity about him, he's took that on board, and he's not. You know, when normally someone will like, you know what?
He's very sensitive, isn't he? He's very sensitive.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn it around. No, I think every time he touches the ball, I think he feels like, oh, they're watching me. Even like, you know what I mean? And I don't think he's playing comfortable. Normally, when he's playing for Liverpool, they put him in midfield and he's doing a thing. He looks so comfortable, man. He looks like I'm not even phased. Like, really, I know he's in between defenders. Yeah, and it's like the last thing, but he looks so comfortable. But
I think, you know, another thing I was thinking on Dave.
Yeah.
When obviously Liverpool played him in midfield. He played him in midfield with a midfield three. Do you know what I mean? So I do believe at the end of the day, sort of like, you know, the double pivot of what he was doing in Southgate just wasn't going to happen. Just wasn't going to happen. And I think, yes, at the end of the day, sort of like, you know, Trent, I reckon he can play that right back and do a good job. I reckon he can play in the midfield and do a good job. But that
Yes,
always
normal.
depends. That also depends at the day on what system he's put in. If he's
Yeah.
put in a 4-2-3-1, I don't think he can do it. If he's been put into a 4-3-3,
Uncle, do you think like he's playing with that belief? Do you get what I'm saying? It looks like Southgate is just putting him in there. Like Petrescu, Haji, Dumitrescu, was it? How to say Petrescu again? Sorry, yeah, Popescu. Sorry, Haji, Dumitrescu, Petrescu, and brilliant. He said like Walk Up 94. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. Popescu was brilliant. You know
Popescu
what?
was
Yeah,
unbelievable.
unbelievable, man, unbelievable.
Lupiescu, there was bare Escus, bro.
Yeah.
But then, man, when they played together, it was phenomenal.
Anton and Uncle, like with Trent, do you think he's not playing because he doesn't believe the manager believes in him? Do you get what I'm saying, guys? When he had Klopp, he played the way he did because Klopp believes in him. You know what I mean? He give it that extra yard. But when I watch him for England, it looks like he just don't give a fuck. You know?
I think Pip believes in him. I think he does believe in him. I think Gareth does believe in him. I think it's
because he keeps bringing thingy up. What's his name? Calvin Ramsey. Is it Calvin? Sorry, is it
He's shit as well.
Calvin who? What's his name? Calvin. The one who plays for Man City. Phillips. That's it. Calvin Phillips.
He's shit as well.
We mentioned Phillips. Yeah,
he mentioned after the game. You know what I mean? We're trying to experiment. We're going to try to experiment. Since Calvin Phillips is not here. Who says that? You know what I mean? That's not showing belief to the players. It's a fucking joke, mate. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, I honestly feel that and they sort of like that system that Gareth Southgate sort of like plays with Trent. I honestly feel that and it doesn't do any distance. You know what I mean? We should live. But you know what it is? Do you know what it is? And that's one thing. That's my one criticism of Gareth Southgate is obviously the system of what he's put sort of like Trent in, because it's not doing him any sort of like justice. I understand why he put him in that system. Do you know what I mean? But I don't agree with it. I think if you want to play Trent in midfield, you got to play a 4-3-3. Sorry.
Yeah, true. I think so. I think so.
Yeah.
I just looked at I'm looking at more of the Romanian squad. I'm just looking at Florin. Remember Florin Radichoyu?
Oh,
Florin Radichoyu. Oh,
he's a striker, isn't it? He's a striker, yeah.
Yeah. And then you had the cherry on top, Georgie Haji.
Was it the Romanian Maradona? That's what they used to call him, innit? The Romanian Maradona.
That left foot was dangerous, bro.
He was.
Remember that goal when he loved the keeper?
Yeah, when he loved when he was. Fuzzy, watch it. He did it in 1993 Champions League.
But you was asking me. Yeah, I remember after that game.
He did it in the World Cup. The same goal. The goalkeeper. He looks at the goalkeeper. It seems like he's gonna cross it in, and he goes bang.
I still remember to this day we was arguing about it. You was telling me he meant that, and I said no way he meant that. And then I saw that thing you just said. He did it before. He actually done it before.
He done it before. When it was Champions Cup.
Actually, who was that one? That one I can't always forget his name. He was a bad boy back in the day.
When did he play?
This is when he had Yugoslavia, yeah. And the guy who played for Yugoslavia in the 2000, the 2000 European Cup.
Striker?
Cup. Yeah, he was striker. And his Yugoslavia. His name was Yugoslavia at that time. There, he's one that did like he did like. I'm sure he did about if I keep you up, he's, and I think he just like. I think he scored actually. If I keep it up, he scored.
I don't know.
Yugoslavian striker.
Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
2000 what?
2000. We couldn't 2000.
I'm gonna look it up. Yugoslavian striker 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, around 2000 times. Yeah, them times there. Can't remember the guy's name now.
Because I remember they had that Darko Kovicevic. Remember him? He used to play for man used to score headers on the floor. I'll never forget him because
what's his name?
Darko Kovicevic. He used to play for Real Sociedad. I remember him, And there was
Yeah, I
another
remember,
one.
yeah.
What was his name? What was his name? What was his name?
I think it's the same.
The Real Madrid striker you're talking about, who scored in the Champions League final.
Slaven Milicevic.
Yeah,
Yes.
Slaven Milicevic.
that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Slaven for Milicevic.
He
He
was-
was quite tall in that. He was.
Yeah,
he
he was deep.
decent.
He was
Deadly.
he was just like
Slaven
he was-
Milicevic.
he was horrid. He was horrid.
That Darko brother. That severe. Every time he scored, he used to have a white band around his arm, like his arm. He scored. He got up.
Yeah.
He never used to celebrate. You know what? Alan Shearer do that one.
Yeah,
Every
the
time
hand up. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Bro,
Yeah.
go check out Darko Savicevic, yeah?
Yeah, I gotta
Goals. Watch the goals. It's headers.
stick in it. Stick in it.
It was very rare. Remember, Fozzie used to play with that guy, the short guy, Turkish guy up front for Real Sociedad. I forgot his name, but he was Turkish. But that was a partnership.
Remember Illich and Lopez for Valencia?
Oh, Illich and Lopez.
Woohoo!
There was a few players, man, at that time. That's what I'm saying. Is
It
Champions
doesn't
League,
exist
bro,
anymore, man.
You could honestly, it was a joke.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, Champions League, them times, Galatasaray was bad.
Oh, do you remember when they battled?
That's
They
why I
not
was
battled, but they beat Man United. Remember? in the
Yeah.
90s?
They was not easy. Them teams, it was like, nah, you don't know.
Galatasaray was a team. Galatasaray was a team of the day, right?
Yeah.
If they came to your ground, you may beat them, but you
Do
would
you
never
remember? Do you remember
wasn't
what
beating Galatasaray.
Uncle and Anton? Do you remember what they used to do in the airport?
Welcome to hell.
They used to wait for the team in the
They used
airport.
to wait for the fans.
Opponents.
They used to wait for the players of the away team
Yeah.
and put on a banner, "Welcome to hell."
Oh bloody hell!
And
They used to scare
at
them.
the
They used to
airport,
scare
bro.
them.
Bro, at the airport.
At the airport.
I'm not feeling that.
Oh, blood. Welcome to hell. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that, man. We used to laugh about it, Anton, back in the day. Fuck it.
I was crying. I used to be crying, bro. And the other day, Gary Neville pulled it up. He said to him, asked him, what's like one of them grounds you don't want to go to, like you are when you got there, you went, oh, I don't want to be here. And he mentioned it. He goes, Anfield's one of them, yeah. And he goes, yeah, when you go to go away to Turkey, he said to go. He didn't say what team, you know. He said when you go away to Turkey, and they meet you at the airport.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at that,
God.
bro. No, it's sick stuff back in the day.
Oh,
Sick
funny
stuff
days,
back
bro.
in the day, man.
There was too many teams, bro.
Football ain't like that
If-
anymore, man.
Remember that Red Star team? I think it's in '91 when they won it. Red Star.
Yeah.
Red Star.
Champions League.
West Star Belgrade.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, that was that team. That
Sick
team,
team, mate.
the
Sick
full team. Every man was absolute. I think it was the Yugoslavian team,
Yeah.
or it's either the Yugoslavian team or the Croatian team. I don't know. I think it might have been Yugoslavian team, but they were sick. See the Summer Highland, and all them man there.
Yugoslavia. At the time,
They
they were
had,
Yugoslavian. Now they're called Serbia, innit? Serbia,
Yeah. They had what's his name?
Slovakia.
The one who used to always do skills all the time. He went to Barcelona. I forgot his name.
What, from Yugoslavia?
Yeah, Robert Prozinecki.
Well, yeah, he played for Croatia. He played for Croatia.
They had Boksic. They had pure man.
Oh, you know,
That name I heard for a long time.
was it, how do you say his name again, Anton? Prozinecki, did you say? I put him on actually.
Robert Prozinecki.
I asked people to name him, they don't know. That guy, what? Oh,
My
one of the players you don't mess with, mate.
man was
that
doing
good.
the skill man. He was like a right Ronaldinho. Oh, what's that on there? What? La they won't let me out. They won't let me out.
Yeah, Nurabis, who watches Love Island, isn't it? Anton is in prison, mate.
Yeah. I'm in prison. I let him
Got
on.
the best.
Yeah. Guys, before we go, I want to talk about Van Dijk. Yeah. You know, Van Dijk as a leader, What do you think of him, Uncle Rob? Like we discussed this the other day, and
He's got leadership qualities, but I don't think he's
there you go.
the top leader. I don't think.
Because
Yeah.
you look at Holland and you look at Liverpool, they're similar now, man.
Yeah.
There's no leadership anymore, mate.
I think he
I
wants
don't
to be.
think that.
I think
He
he's
shouts,
right.
but he's not a shouter. He's not a. Wow,
wants to
I
be
want to hear that
everybody's
again. You
friend.
know what I mean, kind of thing.
Yeah,
He wants to be
It's
everybody's
that a
friend.
friendly giant kind of thing. You know what I mean?
yeah. I thought that, and like I was thinking about it the other day. The guy doesn't show like leadership presence, man. And I look at the defense of Liverpool, and I look at the defense of Holland. It's similar, man. They
Yeah.
just got no ideas like how to defend, and he's part of it.
I know.
I've
I mean,
always
to be
said,
honest-
I've always said that with him, when he leads the back line on his own, and he needs obviously a captain for the team like Henderson or
Yeah.
someone like that, he's fine. But when you put the pressure on him, he can't do nothing, guys. Like,
Yeah.
maybe they want.
it's really
Maybe
bad.
that's why they want that Galafuri from
Well,
Bologna.
final.
But no, Bologna. Plays for Bologna.
Okay.
Oh, California.
Yeah, he plays for
Yeah,
Bologna.
Tasty.
I reckon
bro.
that's why they probably want him because they want something.
Tasty. Listen, they should put the money in now because he's gonna be about 75 million. He's gonna be 75 million plus when the tournament finishes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what Liverpool's going to do is going to wait right to the end, then try and sign him. So he stayed there with Liverpool.
I honestly think we've still got to look for a replacement for Van Dijk as well. Like something
Yeah.
similar built. It don't have to be the same type of player, but
Yeah.
something, big. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
strong in the air, strong on the floor, and things like that.
Yeah.
Because,
All
like,
the
like,
attributes.
yeah, bro. Because we've noticed, all these years we've been looking for a defender like this.
Yeah.
We never got one like this, did we? So yeah. Norm says he used to love watching Baresi defend. He would stick his foot on a striker ankle while doing it.
And dive.
Have his arms in the air, pleading innocence. Yeah, 100%. Man, I remember
he
that.
was-
Italian football was just amazing back in the day, man. Like,
Formidable.
oh man, it's it's not there anymore like that, man. But yeah, I'm done. I know it's hot, guys. You know what I mean, and all that stuff. We'll be back. We'll be back very, very soon. Unks, where can they find you, man?
Yes, thank you for letting me on your show this evening.
Anytime.
It was a good show, man. Big up Anton, man. Each and every time. Yeah, but a lot of Love Island, though. Right?
Yeah. Let me put up gel on him again, man. He needs
Love me, love. Love me, love.
That's the journey, man.
Love, sweet love. Love Island.
Unks, mate, it's hard, mate. It's hard. These women, mate. You watch anything nowadays. I mean, as you get older, we have no shame anymore, man. I even watch it. I got it,
No.
mate.
I'm not gonna blame her. No. I'll watch Love Island because I want to watch Love Island. Fuck the world, man. I'll do
Yeah,
that.
okay.
Listen.
I've got no choice.
Is
She takes
everyone
over the
paying
TV.
my Sky bill? No one's paying for my Sky bill.
You know what it's a day, yeah. No, I said that to me. I don't even know what's so good about Love Island, but we move. Yes, you can find me on.
You know what's good about Love Island, bro? You know what's good about Love Island? You see girls in a bikini, bro. You know what I mean? That's what it is. It's clever, innit?
Toto Scalacci. Yes,
Toto
Norm.
Scalacci.
Yeah, he was
What's the other one he put up? What's the other one?
Dejan Savicevic. Oh,
Yeah,
the number
Savicevic.
10. The number 10 with the curly hair. I think Yugoslavian as well.
Yeah.
Chips a goal. Remember, I remember he used to chip goalkeepers and shit like that. I remember him.
Dejan
Left foot.
Savicevic.
Left foot. Banging left
Was
foot.
the one who scored in the final against Barcelona?
Him.
He scored a
him.
lob. He lobbed again. He
Yeah,
lobbed
him.
the keeper.
Yeah, him.
Lobbed the keeper in the final Champions League.
Yeah.
They'll play with us.
It was him. It was Savicevic, yeah.
Was it Savicevic?
Yeah. Left foot.
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Desai playing in the middle, isn't it? Desai and all
Yep.
that stuff.
Defensive midfield.
Yeah.
That team was unbelievable.
Guys,
Yeah.
before we go, go on, Uncle, go on.
Yeah, Anfield Uncle Rods on YouTube, Anfield Uncle Rods on Instagram, and on Twitter as well. Peace, love, and respect.
Big up. Anton, if you want to talk,
On the
talk.
streets. On the street, on Antos Pantos X on Twitter X, 0 Antos01 on Instagram. On here with you guys, TikTok. I'm sure you can find. I don't know what it is, but just find it in it.
It was fun.
That's not funny, man. The crazy man.
It was fun.
Before we go, guys, Ant, who's gonna win the Euros?
Who's gonna win the Euros?
In your opinion?
I think Spain will win it, man. I think it's gonna be
Yeah.
Spain. Yeah, I think Spain's gonna win it. Or Portugal might might stun someone. You know what I mean? Portugal might stun people because they did play with their string the second string the other day, and you might think, oh, you know what, we can smack them. And when they pull out their real guns, it might be a beef. I remember Italian 90. Oh man, same. Oman Biek is scored. Yeah, against Argentina. That's when that final. I mean, that's the first game of the tournament, and Diego Maradona was doing shoulder ups, and showing the camera. I was amazed. I was like, he's not even doing kick ups. He's doing his shoulders. He's doing kick ups with the shoulders.
Original freestyler, original freestyler, bro.
School was all trying to do the shoulder thing.
Amazing Maradona, man.
Oh,
Uncle, who do you so you said Spain, Anton, yeah?
What did you say?
You said Spain, right? Spain to win, yeah?
Spain. Spain are more likely to win it, I think.
What about you, Uncle?
England.
Okay.
Wow, Fozzie.
I'm not. They're so rubbish, but okay.
Man.
Sorry, Uncle. Sorry.
You didn't even laugh. You sniggered at man. You just went. That's even worse. You sniggered at him.
Uncle, sorry. I'm not like this. You know that.
England, man. England.
That's rough.
Okay, England.
England.
I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. I think England. I think England as well. I'll go for it. Listen, they're getting through it. They're scraping through. Chills remain. Oh man, forget it, man. It's not even 30 years of hurt anymore. How many years is it now? 70? I don't know, man.
Yeah,
65 years of hurt, man.
58 years.
Oh, damn, we're old. Damn, we're old. People.
Do you know what to win it? I want someone. No one wouldn't even think. I want Holland to win it.
They can't defend, man. They can't freaking defend, bro.
I know.
They're gonna learn to defend first before they start winning, mate.
Yeah, true. I want them to win it though. If it was after me to say who wins, I was like, you know what?
And they got that fraud Depay out front, man. He's such a fraud, man.
Rooney said he put a nail on the head. He goes, the guy walks around like he's Ronaldo or Messi. They're the ones who just walk around not interested in their spark and doing anything. You're not that guy. You're not that guy. You are not that guy for you to do that. I'm sorry. You got some skill. You got belief in yourself, but you're nowhere next to these guys. So stop that shit.
Yeah. Stop it.
Big up, Norm. Big up. Brazil to win Euros more chance than England. That's true. That is true. People, thank you for tuning in. I know it's a late one, short, notice and all that stuff. If you're watching other social medias and all that stuff, other platforms such as Twitch, Twitter, X now, and Instagram and Facebook, please come to YouTube channel, subscribe. Please subscribe to Uncle Roz as well, who's doing an amazing job on his channel. We'll keep coming back. We do that surprise, appearances all the time for you guys, and chat about anything. I mean, we know football. We love football. Football is our life. We played football. Oh, Uncle Roz, we forgot to tell you, we grew up with Alex Scott as well in our youth club. That's what I forgot to tell you.
Alex.
Yeah.
Alex Scott.
Forgot to tell him that.
This little shit.
She used to come to our youth club.
She's even on FIFA. She's even on FIFA games.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, don't tell me that.
Last time I saw her was the last carnival.
Was she Northwest?
No. She might be living in Northwest now, but she used to live Poplar.
Yeah.
Oh, so East London, yeah.
Her brother still lives in the same place. I'll still see him then again walking the dog.
Yeah,
Mum still lives in a newer place, but it's nice though. But she still lives in Poplar.
She's lovely.
Aberfeldy they live.
It's amazing though, isn't it, Anton? How many footballers come through our islands? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Have you watched that documentary, guys, on YouTube about Samuel? Oh, mate.
They like Samuel. I've known him since he was when he was young as well. Him and Ashley Cole.
Yeah, Anton, what the hell, man?
Turf,
Did you know about all that stuff?
You know what? To be honest, I didn't know about the girl across the waters. I didn't know about that.
Ooh.
I didn't know about that. Everything else,
What's going on?
But he had another wife in Cyprus.
Goodness gracious me, mate. Bo Boy, innit? Bo Boy.
Yeah, he was from Bo Boys as well. Him and Ashley Cole were the same. They was like tight. They were so tight, man, together. He was playing for Charlton at the time. Ashley was playing for Arsenal at the time.
We attended that too, Norm.
both left
We
backs
attended
and
that. Yeah, it's crazy that documentary, and it just made me sick to my stomach. I said, damn, him did that. Oh man, it's crazy, man. It's
I
crazy
know.
stuff.
Lovely King as well. He went to my school. What a little footballer, man.
Yeah.
What a footballer, bro. What a footballer. Good attitude as well. Good attitude, man. He's just
all right, guys.
unbelievable.
Yeah, man. We'll come back soon. I'll give you guys. We can do an advance thing, innit, to let everyone know in advance next time. Man. Hours a short notice, innit? But
Yeah,
it's
man,
still a
man.
great show. Still a great show, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it, guys.
Guys,
All
make
right,
sure
guys.
that like there's no Love Island. Then you can, yeah.
Take care, everybody. Take care, guys. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
All the best, guys.
It's hot. It's hot.
It's
Take care.
getting hot in here.
All right. Whoops. I forgot to go off. Honestly, people, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Enjoyed every moment of the show. Listen, we always do short notice stuff nowadays, but you never know when we're gonna pop up. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. But please, if you're watching, the show, like, share, and subscribe. Get the channel as big as possible. And we're always gonna be back doing this. Because we enjoy it. All right, take care, everybody. Apologies for saying goodbye and coming back. Can't stay away because you're too good to us. Too good. Take care, everybody.